In this video we'll talk about how to take pieces of the classic collection clip art and just use certain sections of it. So I'm going to open up design number 4150, and in this design the customer wants just the cross and not the panel. If we go to wireframe here, you'll see that the panel is actually welded to the cross. So we'll do a couple things here to get this taken care of. The first thing is that all of these middle pieces are all combined together. So if we select that, you need to go up to Object and then say Break Curve Apart, and that will break it all up into individual segments. So every subpath then becomes its own piece. We can just simply delete those pieces that we don't want. If we delete this outside line, we'll end up having to recreate it, which is fine. So we'll just go ahead and do that. Now the interior pieces, all the stuff that said like the IHS and the rosary, if we want to keep that, we would simply select all of these pieces again and recombine them, and that way they become combined with the object. If we don't want them to be together, I'm just going to make a copy, so I dragged it over and then I did a right click and let go so that it made a copy, and I will break that apart again. Now that it's broken into pieces, I'll go to wireframe by hitting V on the keyboard, and then I'll just select those interior pieces and hit delete on the keyboard. So now I just have those, and I could even take it all the way down to just the cross. I suppose I could have just copied just the cross part, but so now we've got it two different ways, just the cross and then this way as well. So on this one, we'll just run frosted outline and it'll be back to normal. On this one we'll do the same thing, we'll run frosted outline. However, the interior pieces here are a little bit different than they were before. They were solid black instead of showing through to the polish. So what I'll do is I'll take the outside line, and if we look at that separated from the rest, you'll see what it looks like. It's got those pieces there taken out. So what I'll do is I'll just go back up to break apart, and that breaks apart those four pieces from the outside line. While they're all still selected, if I hold down Shift and select just the outside piece, that removes the outside piece from the selection. Therefore, I'm just selecting those interior pieces, and then I can just hit delete on the keyboard, and that will get rid of it. So I've got both of those now saved that way. The next design that we'll look at here, the other one that we'll open up is 3869. And on this particular one, the cross is actually combined with the panel. So to just use the panel and not the cross itself, we could go up to Object, say Break Curve Apart. That will break the cross apart from the panel, and then we can just select that cross and get it out of the way, or just delete it altogether. This particular panel here is just a standard panel, so we could just recreate that really easily if we were to use a rectangle any size we want. We could go over here to the panels, standard panels, and choose a single line and scallops, and then just hit apply, and that would recreate that. This radius is a little bit larger, so that just comes along with this number here. Just change it to 1 instead and hit apply, and that would recreate a scalloped corner panel for us.